If you have it in your heart to do real estate, it is a very rewarding job being able to help others find that dream home or sell a home and move on to another home.
Welcome back to Unstoppable Agents. This is the channel and the show that real estate agents come to build their business, build their wealth, and build a life of impact and significance. I am your host, Brian White. I'm a realtor, associate broker, and team leader with eXp Realty in Dallas. And I am blessed because each and every week I get to interview some of the most amazing agents. These are folks, top 2% of the 90,000 agents or something like that we've got at eXp. These folks have built just magnificent businesses and are completely crushing it. So it's a lot of fun. I get to do that for myself because I get to learn stuff and because I get to share it with you. If you haven't already, subscribe so you always get these updates. Let's get to it. I am joined by Savannah Gutierrez from Brenham, Texas. Savannah, welcome.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad to. First, I just got to say congratulations. You've been at this for a little while, but and you have grown an amazing business, earned eXp's Icon Award, which means you're a stud and a rock star and have an amazing business. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, it takes a lot and it's an honor to be.
It's one of the things I love about the company is getting the award. It really is an honor, and it comes with money, so that's cool. It's not just a plaque or a certificate, but it also comes with kind of some responsibility and kind of a culture of giving back. And you get to be a part of that, and you get to teach. So it's a cool deal.
Yes, I am learning more and more every day.
That's awesome. Why don't we jump right in? I'd love to hear more about you and your business. So you mentioned that you've been at it for a little bit. So tell us how you got started and how you got.
So I have always been around the construction business. So I've known a lot about building and homes all my life. My parents were in construction. And so when I graduated high school, I said, I want to be a real estate agent. It goes hand in hand with each other. And so I started out fresh out of high school, got my license right away. And
were they excited about you becoming a realtor, or maybe not so much? No.
Yeah, no, they were fine with it. I was still there to help the family business, so it worked out for both of us. And then after being in a little while, I ended up going back and getting my bachelor's degree from CMP also. So I still continued to do what they wanted me to do, but I stuck with real estate through all of it. So it's been fun and challenging, and being with eXp has changed how I've done business, and it has tremendously helped me grow.
That's awesome. So you mentioned, I think you've been with eXp about 2.5 years. So obviously you didn't start at eXp. So tell us a little bit about, did you make 17 stops? Had you just been at one for 15 years before that? Walk us through your journey.
I was with a boutique brokerage for over 10 years. And then I got my broker's license, and so decided to go on my own. So I was on my own for 3 years, and then just going through the struggles and growing and learning as a brokerage, I was searching for ways to grow, and I came across eXp and how much it offered along with the training and guidance that it had. So that was why I made the switch. Even though I had my broker's license, I wanted to be a part of a family, and eXp has become a family for me and has helped me grow.
That's so great. So I'm with you. I'm a broker as well, and it just makes a lot more sense to be part of an amazing organization than it does to go solo. So did you, at your brokerage, were you like solo broker, solo agent? Did you have a team or other agents with you at the brokerage? Tell me about that.
I was always a solo agent. Never did I want a team. When I got my broker's license and my own brokerage, then I started looking into the aspects of a team, which once you start growing as a business, there's only so much you can do. So having the team was critical for me. And so I was looking at different ways to do it. And to me, to give my agents the most benefit, I needed more training. And so that's what brought me to eXp.
Absolutely great. For those watching, you may or may not know the Icon Award that eXp offers. Actually, so we all pay into the company, and just like any brokerage, they're in it to make money, and you pay to be at the brokerage. What's amazing about eXp is you win the Icon Award, and they give it back to you. They give you your cap back in stock. So it, in a lot of ways, it becomes free to be at the brokerage. At least for top producers, it becomes very much like being a transactional brokerage with just a small fee for deals. So have you done? Imagine you have done the math on what it costs you to be be your own broker when you didn't have to pay anybody anything, but you were on your own, so you get to keep it all, versus being at eXp? Have you found that it's more profitable to be with a brokerage or more profitable to be on your own?
Being able to collaborate with high producing agents that have done everything that I want to do or where I'm going, that was where the value that I didn't realize that I needed. And where I feel like I saved was being able to get all the inside information on how they got to where they were, and I didn't pay. So that was where I feel like I got the most value out of. And then not having to take care of all the overhead and fees that go with it sure do help.
Yeah, there's so many things: E&O, technology, collaboration tools, compliance, just a crazy number of things that we just already have naturally included as part of what we get. What are your 3 favorite things about eXp?
First off, as have said multiple times, is training, collaboration, being able to become a part of a family. That has been the biggest thing that has driven me to be able to icon and do the production that I've done. And so that to me is my number one thing. Being able to get my cat back, having that as leverage is awesome that a brokerage can do that. And getting the ownership of the company is a plus for sure. So those are things that really encouraged me to make that switch and go forth and be a part of eXp.
That's awesome. Let's talk about ownership for a second, because that's honestly, that's my favorite. I love the collaboration. I love all the other things, but being an owner in the company is kind of a big deal. What does being an owner mean to you?
You have a part of something that you wouldn't necessarily have to actually pay for, but you're able to contribute and make decisions and be a part of a company that you want everyone to grow. And so not being a secret agent here is awesome, because I've always been the type, I want to help everybody that I can. And sometimes it hurts because you don't get anything from it. But here you may not get paid, but you do get it in return with the company growing. And so that ownership, everyone to truly help each other, and nobody is competing with other brokers. That how ownership in a company really does make a difference in a brokerage.
True story. And the fact that literally every agent in the company is an owner. We're all incentivized. So it's an amazing culture where people want to help each other anyway, but then you align it with the compensation. You're actually awarded stock for it. And there's an expectation that people are going to give back. We're not competing because, hey, when you're successful, even if you're in the same market, when you're successful, our stock price goes up. When you're successful, the company's more valuable, and all of us as owners benefit when any of us are successful. So it's amazing. It's a pretty amazing opportunity. Tell us a little about your business. So where does, you've been at it for a little while. How have you grown it, and where does your business come from?
I think most of my growth came from the knowledge that I've gained, being able to get myself out there. So I've always been the type to give. All the years as being in real estate, I've always done something for each one of my clients by giving back to a nonprofit organization. Starting with eXp, I started to make it public and making people see all that I've done, and it has helped me to grow, because when you're giving back to community, helping within the communities, it really does make a difference. And by using social media as a leverage to show all those things, that has helped me to grow mostly. And branding myself as the same and always continuing to talk about what I do and getting out there has helped me to grow, and it tripled my business from the first year that I was with.
That's awesome. In just a short period of time. So you were serving. Did I hear that right? So you've grown your business by serving?
I'm in a small community of Brenham, Texas, and so we all know each other. I'm always trying to help, especially the tons of nonprofits we have that help so many people, and our schools. And so that's been my biggest thing that I've supported, is the teachers within our school districts. They don't get enough as it is, and it's a great way for me to give back to them and help them in so many different ways. So it's been fun and rewarding, and to be able to be in the schools and seeing how the school is has been an eye-opener too. And so it's been a fun add-on that I've done more with.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'm sharing that. So our mission statement is give, serve, love.
Oh.
So we're totally with you that we think that the first thing we tell anybody to do is get involved and serve. So is that serving at schools? Is that serving at local charities? Is that serving in Rotary and on the board on a local teen homeless shelter, right? What are all the different places you could serve? And what happens is you've certainly seen is you go and serve alongside somebody when they're ready to buy a house, when they're ready to sell a house. You're not actually selling to them. They don't think of anybody else because they know your heart. You've been serving alongside them. The things that are important to them are important to you, and they just choose you. And you get to work with amazing people that you already love, that you're already enjoying spending time with. And you make money at it, yes, but you also enjoy it. So it's a joyful life.
Yes, so much. And I've always said, so with our construction company, we had changed the name to Legacy. And so we always said we wanted our legacy to live on. So this has been something that I've done to change my real estate, is making it a true legacy for my kids to continue. And so letting your legacy live on is what we always push for. So in any business, I think you should be happy with what you're creating, and so that your kids can keep their grandkids or whatever years on. So
love it. So you leverage that with social media. What do you do to leverage your service in social media?
Just making the community aware, not only that I'm out there doing it, but also what is out there. There are so many organizations that are out there to help anyone really in the community. And so by putting it out there to help these organizations has also helped me go aware of what I've done.
Yeah, so isn't that amazing thing when you gratify other people, when you support them and when you share what they're doing, you don't even have to take credit for anything, right? So you're just out there sharing and publicizing even for other people. And some of that just naturally rubs off on you. Some people they're just like, hey, that's Savannah girl, man. She's always out there serving people, and I'm going to give her a call to sell our house. So it's amazing how your heart can rub off on others.
Yes.
I like to get real specific and tactical for people watching the show. What are 3 things you would tell an agent to do right now in this crazy market?
Stay consistent in what you're doing. Sometimes you may not see a result right away. Not sometimes, actually, most time. It does take time for things to pick up, and by being honest, I've always said whenever I sell houses, I was told this many years ago by another veteran agent, that you always thought of it as selling a home to a grandma. And I treat that with every deal. It's not a deal. It's truly about the person, and you want to continue that so that you can keep getting that business and over the years to come. Don't the money.
Yeah.
And then just always take advantage of any information or guidance or trainings that you're offered, because it will help you in tremendous ways. And take that training that you learn and actually put it into action.
Yeah.
And so realize that you will always have to learn. You never can stop learning, because when you stop learning, you stop making your business grow. Those are the things that I would encourage a new agent to do when starting out.
I love it. When you stop learning, then ChatGPT shows up and blurred up the whole thing. And then Apple comes out with, Apple Vision Pro, and changes the world and all kinds of things. So there's something totally new to learn. So I love what you started out with consistency. I'm a big Darren Hardy and the compound effect fan, consistency over time. So what have you done to maybe what would you recommend people watching do to develop consistency?
Schedule it out. To schedule not only your days out, but also what you're actually doing. So if you are trying to increase your production, stick to a few things and go into detail on how you're going to do it and how you're going to get to that goal that you want, and just stay consistent. Always show up, always be out there. Those things over time, when you do stay consistent, pay off tremendously.
Yeah, I like to tell people, I tell agents that if you can't do it for a year, don't start. So whatever it is, really be thinking about, okay, I'm going to, and I get these wild hairs all the time. I'm going to do a Facebook Live every day. That sounds great, but really don't do 3. If you can't do it at least for a period of time to see how it works, then just don't start. Do fewer things and be consistent on those over time rather than adding a lot more things. Yeah.
And that is true, because if you start something and then aren't continuing to do it, then it doesn't get you anywhere.
Not at all. They won't even be remembered or won't even crack the code. You've got a pretty significant client base over the last 18 years or so you've been in business. What do you do to create repeat and referral business?
Try to touch at least 4 times a year. Either mail out text messages, calls, give them gifts, different, or sponsor something with their child, some way to remind them that I remember them and you want to check and see how they are. So those things are pretty much what I have done. And that's one thing that I've noticed just in the last year, by being more consistent with that, has made such a difference.
Yeah, even to grow a big business, we all want to do these magical things and look for the easy button. And what if I do this? And if I do that and I do all these things? You know what? If you just call people on a quarterly basis, send them a video text every now and then, write them a thank you note, let them know that you appreciate them. If you can just do those things consistently, you could build a big business. I'm not telling you not to do all the other things. I'm just saying that it doesn't have to be any more complicated than just love on people, be in a relationship with them, and serve them at a high level, and you'll find success and joy in life. You have been amazing. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. So I don't know if we said this, but Savannah's in Brenham and in Central Texas. And so if anybody's moving to Brenham, I know she would love to serve you. We'll give you access to her and how to reach her in the description below. But as we wrap up here, Savannah, any parting thoughts?
If you have it in your heart to do real estate, it is a very rewarding job, being able to help others find that dream home or sell a home and move on to another home. It's a great feeling, and just don't make it difficult. Make it easy and fun, that something that you would want to do daily, because I didn't always just do real estate, and when I made it my full-time job, it's like I'm not working every day. And so you should always find something that you truly love to do on a daily. Don't just do it for the money.
It's good. What did they say? When you do something you love, you never have to work a day in your life.
So true.
Awesome.
They
Savannah,
aren't easy, but for the most part, it makes it fun.
good. It's so good. Thank you for joining me today. You've been a pleasure. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for inviting me.